Verses 11. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou? After the Lord said, I have set thee to bring down and to build up and to cast and to uproot and to pull down, to destroy, to throw down, to build and to plant. Now the Lord is putting it in an illustration, and he says in verses 11, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou? What are you seeing? And I say, I see a rod of an almond tree. A rod of an almond tree. A rod. What do you use a rod for? What's a rod? What do you use a rod for? Are there teachers in here? Spare the rod, spoil the child. What do you use a rod for? I know you of the older generation who are in here, you are friends with some rods. Yes, you must have been friends with the rods, and every time you saw the rod, you'd first smile. You'd first smile. You smile when you're going there, pleading, thinking that, maybe I will be forgiven if I become nice. If I smile and I do good and I'm nice, maybe I'll be forgiven. But the moment you're hit just once, twice, you run away, you go running and crying. And then your sibling would be given the rod to go and take it back and hide it somewhere. Be told, okay, you go and keep this rod and put it somewhere. A rod. A rod, you can use a rod for correction. You can use a rod for support, like the Aaron's rod, okay, for guiding you. Moses had a rod, and whenever they went onto the mountain, they would use that rod just to help them, to support them, that they may go, when they're going, they would not fall, they would not slip off. All that people, all that generations would have a rod, not to beat people, but to support them in their old age when they're walking. So a rod, you can use it for different things. A rod you can also use for guiding the sheep, because the sheep, you don't beat the sheep, you don't hit the sheep. Whoever is a shepherd, they do not hit the sheep, but they guide the sheep. They take the rod and they use it for guiding the sheep. So you can use a rod for many different things and many different ways. That is why when you see in verses 10, it says, see, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdom to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down and to build and to plant. That is the work of a rod. What do you see? A rod of an almond tree. A rod of an almond tree is actually very hard. It doesn't break easily. Does not break easily. Rod of an almond tree. And why he chose exactly the rod is yet to be told. Verse 12, then said I unto the Lord, then said the Lord unto me, thou hast well seen, for I will hasten my word to perform it. I will hasten my word to perform it. Verse 13, and the word of the Lord came unto me the second time, saying, what seest thou? And I said, I see a sitting pot. I see a sitting pot. Isaiah saw the pot. Ezekiel saw the pot. Amos saw the pot. Jeremiah saw the pot. Moses took them out of the pot, delivered them from the pot. Tobago, I don't know what you're going to do with that pot. I can see a sitting pot, and the face thereof toward the north. So the pot was facing the north. And what is coming from the north? Evil. That evil food is coming from the north. And this food that is coming from the north is coming for destruction. It's coming because these people are at war. They're at war. They're coming for destruction. They're coming to destroy these people. And they're coming with this food from the north. And it's going to be in this pot. It's a sitting pot. What is sitting? Sitting has so many meanings there. One is boiling vigorously. Boiling vigorously. Another one, foaming. Another meaning is foaming. Foaming, meaning full of foam. Full of foam. Another one is fermenting. Another one is fermenting. So if you just use it saying boiling and you leave it like boiling, it may not get the exact meaning, because sitting, the sound from encyclopedia on the word sitting makes a sound of bubbly. Sound of bubbly. Sound of foam. So the food that is coming from the north, that is evil, that is coming with these people who are coming to destroy in Jerusalem, is a food that is sitting, it's forming, it's fermenting, it's living. When you go to chapter 6, he already said that it is a food of Beth Hakerem. Taking notes. Toward the north, is facing the north. Verses 14, look at verses 14. Then the Lord said unto me, out of the north an evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land. From the north, Tobago, from the north, not from the south, from the north. From the north. I don't know about your food. From the north. Then the Lord said unto me, out of the north an evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land. For lo, I will call all the families of the kingdoms of the north, saith the Lord, and they shall come, and they shall set everyone his throne at the entering of the gates of Jerusalem, and against all the walls thereof around about, and against all the cities of Judah. And I will utterly, I will utter my judgments against them, touching all their wickedness, who have forsaken me and have burned the incense unto their God, and worship the works of their own. Thou therefore gird up thy loins, and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them. And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee, for I am with thee, saith the Lord, to deliver thee. remember, this is not an outreach. This is not a crusade. It's not an evangelistic meeting. It's just a seminar. It's just a training. I don't know what you find in this talk today. Do you people check ingredients when you buy stuff? Or you just buy, you see the bold written there, bold, and that's what you're looking for, and you rush for it. Ingredients are usually not for you to see. They write them fine prints, very tiny, that people who go buy them, most of them, if you don't have glasses, if you don't have magnifier, you may not see what's there. And so most people don't even bother because they can't see them, they don't bother. They just simply pick and put. They simply pick and put and say, oh, I can't read these things. It's simple. And once you buy it, you come home and you're looking, you can't take it back. You say, oh, I'll just eat this one today. And the more you eat it, the more it becomes tasty. Charmaine, I'll tell on you. I'll tell on you. She went and she bought some wheat flour for me. And it's like she harvested them. Please go and harvest like that again, but the right one. Harvest and bring. How many packets were those? Many. I think that time the Tobago still loved me. That time they still loved me, and they would bring, you know, tires. And Charmaine came with all these, and she was so excited. She doesn't bring them anymore since I fired her. I showed her what was in that, you know, and she was like, oh, Charmaine, what did you discover? Had a lot of stuff, had almost 10 ingredients. 10 ingredients, of which 8 of those are very toxic. 8 of those are very toxic. I used to wonder, every time I used it for making my unleavened bread, I would be bloated. And I'm like, I feel like something is not right. And it would leave me with this aftertaste. Aftertaste. You know, usually when you eat some food, that taste should remain for long. But now this one, I ate it, and after some time, maybe after 1 hour like this, you would have an aftertaste. Aftertaste that was bitterish. It was something that needed me to chew a gum. No wonder most people chew gums, because the foods they eat leave them with aftertaste that they don't want. So they say, oh, give me some gum. So they chew some sweet stuff. Many people, after eating food, they go for, what do you call them? The cakes or the things you eat after. Yeah, what do you call them? After food, okay? Why don't you pronounce them well? Pronounce them well, because you need to know the meaning. No, just what you've said, but pronounce it well. You say dessert. It's not a dessert, it's a desert. You know the meaning of a